Good morning, Covenant family. Today marks the beginning of our Advent season. Over the next 4 weeks leading up to Christmas Eve, we'll be lighting a candle each week to bring to light a theme of the first Advent of Christ, which we celebrate at Christmas. The word Advent means coming. Advent is a season of expectation and preparation as we prepare to celebrate the coming of Christ and His incarnation, and also look ahead to His final Advent at the end of time when He delivers the kingdom to God the Father after destroying every rule and authority and power. By lighting a candle each week of Advent, we remember God's great promises to Israel and to the world, and we recognize our need for God's mercy and grace, all while we prepare to rejoice in the birth of Jesus, our Savior and King, who will come again. Over the next 4 weeks, we light these 4 candles symbolizing hope, peace, joy, and love, even as we anticipate the dawning of our Redeemer's return, Jesus, symbolized by the 5th white candle in the center of them all, which we'll light at our Christmas Eve service. During each week of Advent this year, we will hear a testimony related to the theme of that Advent week from a family at Covenant and get a chance to see how God has been moving in the life of our church family. We will see how hope, peace, joy, and love all begin for us in the Christmas story. This first week of Advent is all about hope, and Akwete and Alice Adjay will share with us today. Let's come expectantly this morning and each week throughout this season.
Good morning, Covenant.
I'm Alice.
And I'm Akwete. This first week of Advent, as we meditate on the theme of hope, we'd like to share how God has worked graciously and providentially in our lives this year during the pandemic lockdown. I'd worked for nearly 45 years in farmer R&D, and over the last couple of years, both of us, Alice and I, had to endure a few challenges of aging, prompting us toward transition to a slower-paced life in retirement. We faced many questions and concerns, which painted a cloudy and confusing picture for us, not the least of which included relocation options, either continuing to stay back in Rhode Island or moving to New Jersey or Illinois or Texas or back home to Ghana, West Africa, to be near family in the midst of a global pandemic. We also yearn for warmth of body life in a church within which to thrive and serve. And we rejoice God sovereignly came through for us, leading us to Southwest Florida and to Covenant last April, where the gospel is alive and the body is vibrantly engaged in making and equipping disciples of Jesus Christ, the one who came to do for us what we could not do for ourselves and died in our place to satisfy God's wrath for our sin. We rejoice He wrote off our death sentence so that by His resurrection, we would have this great assurance of hope, of being overcomers in this life as we continue our stand in Him day by day with the grace that only He can provide. The song in our hearts this year has been Psalm 46 by the Sons of Korah.
God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake within with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at the break of day.
God bless you, Covenant.